Hi, I'm Peter Orker of Peter Orker Piano Tuition, bringing you another video in my A to Z of Piano Composers and Pianists series. Today it's letter R, and who else could it be but Rachmaninoff. To look at the dates that Rachmaninoff lived, which was 1873 until 1943, with quite a lot of his compositions being completed in the 20th century, you might think he would be amongst those composers whose work was sort of angular, spiky, atonal, and to many ears rather soulless. But Rachmaninoff was not that kind of composer. Indeed, he rejected the atonal and the avant-garde in favour of a highly emotional form of musical expression, which was ultimately tonal, producing works like this one, the well-known romantic theme from his Paganini variations. Well, an important characteristic of his music was its chromaticism, and it's that I want to focus on in this video. But what do I mean by chromaticism? To illustrate the difference between diatonic notes and chromatic notes, let's just look at the keyboard of the piano. And if we start on C and play all the white notes from this C up to this C, we've just played a diatonic major scale, the scale of C major. However, if we now play, I'll move my finger further in, and now we'll play every single note. I'm not going to miss any out, whether they be white or black, starting again on C and finishing at top C here. I will play this. What I've just played is the chromatic scale. In other words, a scale which includes all the semitones. Sometimes I like to turn this way up. This is a very good illustration because it shows the keyboard as a kind of ladder. So we're climbing up the ladder as we go up in pitch. First of all, a diatonic major scale, with, if you like, some of the steps being wider apart than others. Or here's the ladder with semitone steps going up from the bottom to the top. Well, let's see how Rachmaninoff applies this in one of his early piano pieces, Opus 3, number 3, which has the disarmingly unassuming title Melody, which of course simply means tune. Let's take the C major scale I showed you earlier. And now we're going to just change that to E major doing some sharps and starting on E, and now I'm going to take that down an octave. This provides the raw material for the basic tune for this work. The melody is diatonic, and it just has a faint hint of chromaticism towards the end, where a few extra little notes are kind of sneaked in, which you'll be able to hear. The tune is first heard in a sort of tenor register. You could even imagine it being played on a cello. Here's the main tune. So you can hear it's very expressive. It has that kind of yearning quality that we hear in a lot of romantic style compositions. And did you spot the little fragment of chromatic notes towards the end where it goes? It's just that note there doesn't belong in the key of E major. Well, Rachmaninoff harmonises that tune quite simply, also using diatonic chords to go with it. But then, as the tune progresses, some of the harmonies become more chromatic. Here. And here. Going down. Down again. And then that chromatic bit. So as that progresses, again you get increasing amounts of chromaticism. However, as the work continues, although the melody remains the same, the accompaniment becomes more and more chromatic. Listen to these chords. If we just take the top note of those chords, you'll hear it's actually doing a chromatic scale, just like the one I played a little earlier. Right up to there and back again. And then you get the same thing again. And once again, you've got that chromatic scale creeping in. And then after that, in the final section of the music, the simpler harmony returns to finish the music off in what is basically chromatic, diatonic harmony at the end. Let's have a little listen to Melody by Rachmaninoff.